we're gonna do Flame Fox, Yoho. And for this one, you need 60% fire resistance and highly recommend 100% burn immunity. This boss will escape 2 times for sure, and every escape indicates that he's in the next phase. So you can't kill him actually before he escapes 2 times. And he will also give you, during the fight, opportunities to get a buff from him. And it is mandatory to get the buff to kill this boss fast. And I will explain you those skills which will give you the buff while we are doing it. Recommended combat items, of course, flare, healing pots. You can take this talisman to tank some of his skills which you need to tank to get the buff. They will deal damage, or you have a support class with a shield, which can give you the shield. So this is the charge. He will only jump once on phase 1, which is now. Or like he will only charge once on phase 1. And when he escapes, he will be on phase 2. And then when he escapes once more, he will be on phase 3. On phase 3, he will charge 3 times in a row. So pay attention to that. He has quite a few tail swipe skills. I don't think I need to explain those more in detail. So this is the clone spawning skill. On stage 1 or phase 1, he will only spawn 1 clone in front of him. On stage 2, it will be also 1 clone. But on stage 3, he will spawn 4 clones. In front, behind, left and right. So you have to stay diagonal to him. So his tails turned pink, which is the indicator that he's gonna use the flame breath soon. And that flame breath is one thing which you need to tank. Now, that's the one. You need to take it. So, by taking it, you will get the buff. This is the buff. It will last for 1 minute, and you will deal insane damage against him. So, if his tails turns pink, either you use the talisman, or one of your support class should use the shield to so that you can tank the breath and take the buff. It is mandatory to take the breath. So, that was the hop, which you just saw. And he will only hop once in stage 1. Will hop 3 times on phase 2. And, of course, on phase 3 too. I will explain it to you once he does that. In the next phase. And you will see the 3rd jump is the deadliest of those. The deadliest hop of all 3 combo jumps. And it can one-shot you if you don't pay attention. That skill is just randomly shooting around him some orbs. Those orbs will hurt, and once he's on phase 3, those orbs will also leave flames on the ground. And as you can see, he lit some flames, or the ground on flame at certain spots. So you can get rid of those by throwing water bombs. Or if you down the boss, all the flame field's gonna disappear. That's also an option. So that's why you can take the talisman, and as the last item, if you want to play a little bit more safe, you can take the water bomb. Isn't he a lady? I don't know, man. It's 2020 soon. Who am I to judge? So, he escaped the first time, which means he's now on phase 2. As mentioned, his charge skill will be still only 1, but his hop will be 3 times now. Sorry guys, we could be a lot faster, but I'm trying to explain, so that's why I'm not doing pretty well with my rotations, or I'm not doing really great. I could pay more attention to my shield, and give my teammates shield when the fox breath breathes, and to get the buff without taking damage. But I fucked up that one earlier. See, only 1 charge. phase 3 will be really deadly because he will get 2 new skills. This is the random orb shooting. So this skill will spawn randomly fire spots on the ground. Still only 1 clone because it's still only second phase. That's why you are safe on the left, right, and behind him. There we go. This is the huge jump. He will go up and then jump to one of us. And you can see who he's gonna jump towards to. Because a second before he goes up, he will face the guy who you're gonna jump towards. Make sure that you just keep running the same direction. This is the second skill which can provide you the buff. You have to let you get hit by 3 of those orbs to get the buffs. So I got hit by 3 of those orbs and I got the buff, and I will do increased damage now. So flame breath and the orbs can give you the buff. There's one more skill which I forgot to explain here. He has pink tails now, which is great because he's gonna soon give us the breath buff too. So we can stack, we can refresh our buff. Ah, he lost it. Oh, he's doing it now. Ooh, okay, I got it. That was a little bit weird with the animation there. Okay, he's gonna hop 3 times. Second and the third one is delayed, and it's the deadliest one. Keep running. And this is the big jump again. This is free damage skill. Like, he's charging up and you go behind him and you can deal free damage. And especially if you have the buff on you, you can deal insane amount of damage in that time. Okay, now we are on the last phase. Oops. I'm gonna explain 2 skills which you're gonna get before he does that. First one is the one which I call catwalk. He will just walk straight, ignoring you, and around him there will be like meteorites spawning and crashing on the ground. So you can either interrupt it if you have a warlord, or just pay attention to the glowing effects on the ground. Triple jump, triple hop. The second new skill he will learn is the starfall. He will stay on the ground on the same spot, and yeah, this is the catwalk, by the way, and it hurts. Not doing great while explaining and doing damage. And there we go, 4 clones, because he's on last phase. So make sure you stay diagonal on his last phase if he does the clone attack. This is the starfall skill which I mentioned. Wanted to mention while I was dying earlier. So you can easily see there on the ground also where it's gonna land. Once again, stay diagonal. Fucked up there. And the big jump. His tail is pink, which means he's gonna do soon the breath attack, so I'm gonna keep my shield this time. You can see on the ground where they're gonna hit. Okay, flame breath attack. Now we have the buff. Free damage. I'm gonna use my taunt because it's gonna give us more back attack damage. So he's last phase, which means he's gonna charge 3 times. Second. Oh, he did already 3. No. He should die soon. If we get one more time the buff, it should be even easier. We'll interrupt it. He's shooting the orbs towards me. That's why I'm running around here. Oh, fuck. We need to, like, this jump is really good to reposition the boss. Like, if everything is surrounded by flames, you can just, oh, we downed him, which means the flames around him are disappeared. That's great. I use subdue potion here because, of course, if he's downed, you will do more damage with subdue potion. We will get the buff soon. I will try to keep my... he's doing it now. There we go. It wasn't a perfect run. I had to explain a lot. That's why I didn't pay attention. So, but luckily I had teammates I can depend on. And they made it better. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, I will upload this later on YouTube. You can write it in the comment, or you can ask it now in the Twitch chat.